Now today we shall discuss the numerical number 7.19. Okay, a hoop of radius 2 meter weighs 100 kg. Hoop is a kind of ring. Okay, it rolls along a horizontal floor so that its center of mass has a speed of 20 centimeter per second. Okay, so this is the linear speed. Okay, how much work has to be done to stop it? Now see, its rotational kinetic energy can be found. First of all, there is a combination of two kinetic energies here, rotational kinetic energy and the translational kinetic energy. So if you want to find rotational kinetic energy, as you know, rotational kinetic energy is 1/2 I omega square. So you must have the value of omega, and omega can be found V upon R, and the speed is given 20 centimeter per second. So 0.2 upon R, that is radius 2 meter. Okay, so it becomes 0.1 radian per second. So hoop is a circular as such ring, and it is moving in this particular direction. Okay, having linear motion, okay, as well as the rotational motion. Okay, it rolls down this way. Okay, now the moment of inertia, first of all, we find I is equal to mr square from the table that can be taken. It's a ring type, so it is just very easy. 400 kilogram meter square. Mass is given 100. Okay, radius is 2 meters. Square of it will be 4, and 4 into 100. So initial total kinetic energy is rotational kinetic energy plus translational kinetic energy, and this can be 1/2 I omega square plus 1/2 mv square. Okay, values are with you. Omega just now we found it's 0.1, so it is 0.01 will be the square of it. I, that is moment of inertia, also we just now found. Okay, 400 kg meter square. So put these values here. Mass, then 1/2 mv square. Okay, so just we can calculate it. So it is found to be 4 joule. Okay, now from work energy theorem we can easily write final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy is equal to work done. Okay, now when it stops, final kinetic energy, total final kinetic energy will be equal to 0. So work done is equal to final kinetic energy 0 minus initial kinetic energy while it is moving on the floor is 4. Okay, so it becomes minus 4 joule. Here minus sign shows that work is done on the hoop. Okay, now we have 20th numerical. The oxygen molecule has a mass of 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 26 kilogram, and a moment of inertia is 1.94 10 to the power minus 46 kilogram meter square. About an axis through its center perpendicular to the line joining the two atoms. Suppose the mean speed of such molecule in the gas is 500 meter per second, and its kinetic energy of rotation. So rotational kinetic energy, try to understand, rotational kinetic energy is 2/3 times the translational kinetic energy. It is given. Find the average angular velocity of its molecule. So first thing that is given to us, that is the statement, very important for this example. Okay, rotational kinetic energy is equal to 2/3 translational kinetic energy. So rotational kinetic energy is 1/2 I omega square, that is 2/3 times the kinetic energy 1/2 mv square. So omega square can be made subject of the formula, and then we can get the square root of omega square as omega, and that omega is 2/3 mv square upon I and square root of it. Okay, all the values are there. Okay, just put them, simplify, adjust the power in even number so that its square root can be taken easily. Okay, so here you can see the power is adjusted accordingly. Okay, so 10 to the power 24, so its square root will become 10 to the power 12, and square root of 45.53 will be about 6.74. so we can say that the omega is 6.7477 into 10 to the power 12 radian per second. Here 6.75 into 10 to the power 12 radian per second it should be. Okay. Now we shall talk about the 7.21 21st we can say. A solid cylinder rolls up, try to understand. Okay, first you try to understand this figure. The cylinder is going in the upper direction. Let this inclined plane is making angle theta with the horizontal. Okay, this is the cylinder. First we try to understand what happens when it rolls down. When it is going down, try to understand if its mass is m, then its weight mg will be in the downward direction and this angle will be theta. So this component of mg in this direction, okay, will be mg cos theta, and normal force will be in the upper direction, so they cancel out each other's effect. Neither the cylinder goes in this particular direction in the upper direction nor it goes this side, so both the forces are cancelling each other's effect. Now when it is coming down, then the component of mg is mg sin theta. So the effective value of gravitational acceleration in this direction parallel to the inclined plane is g sin theta, not g. So g sin theta is the acceleration in this particular direction, in downward direction. Now when it goes up, then its value will be minus g sin theta, and that is why here the acceleration of cylinder parallel to slope when it is rolling in the upper direction is taken as minus g sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. So this is the acceleration of cylinder. Okay. Now if cylinder is solid, then radius of gyration is k square is equal to r square by 2, and instead of this k square you write r square by 2, so it becomes 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay, theta is 30 degree, and if you place all these values, okay, sin 30, then g is 9.8, okay, and in the denominator it is 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2, and if you simplify, okay, then you will get the acceleration of minus 3.267 meter per second square. Okay. Now at maximum height, velocity of cylinder is 0, so initial velocity is 0. Okay. Now as you know, when it is moving on a inclined plane, then it is a linear motion. So we can write v square minus v0 square is equal to 2ad, and v is 0. Okay, final velocity when it reaches, okay, it is given that its velocity, okay, inclined plane it is moving, and the center of mass of the cylinder has the speed of 5 meter per second. So what distance does it travel? Okay, how much distance does it travel? That can be found. Okay, its velocity initially, okay, rather it is going in the upward direction. Try to understand, it is a opposite concept. Okay, try to understand. The cylinder is moving in the upward direction, so it will have initial velocity. Initial velocity is 5. Okay, finally when it reaches at this point, then it stops for a while. Try to understand, this is a different concept. When it is going down, the initial velocity is 0. When it is moving in the upward direction, then it must have initial velocity, otherwise it would not move. So it has initial velocity of 5 meter per second. Okay, so at the bottom of the inclined plane, the center of mass of the cylinder has the speed of 5 meter per second. At the bottom means it is beginning its motion and it is moving in the upward direction. So final velocity at the top at height say h will be equal to 0. So final velocity will be 0. Initial is 5. So v is 0. V0 is 5. 5 square is equal to 2 into, okay, whatever acceleration which we got, minus 3.267 into the distance travel, this distance travel on inclined plane. Okay, so it can be easily found 3.83. so the plane of inclined plane, we can say it will travel distance of 3.83 meter on this slanted plane. When cylinder, so how far will the cylinder go up? So it will go up to 3.83 meter. When cylinder start to come down with rolling, okay, now what happens? It is returning back. So now the acceleration will be positive, distance is same, that is 3.83. Whatever it has gone up, that which it will come down. Okay, now distance is known, 3.83 meter. So this slanted distance is 3.83 meter. Okay, now how much time will it take to reach at the bottom? Time is to be calculated to reach at the bottom. Okay, very easy. D is equal to V0 t plus half at square. Put these values. Okay, distance it must travel 3.83 meter. Okay, so 3.83. V0 is 0 because it is now beginning its motion from the top. Initially it is at rest. Okay, so initially V0 is 0 for this case when it is coming down. Okay, 1/2 acceleration is now positive and t square. Simplify, get the answer by taking the square root. Okay, so you can get 1.53 second. Okay, hence time taken for go up and go down is same. Hence time taken to go up and down will be same. So total time will be 1.53 into 2. So about 3 seconds. It takes same time to go up and to come down. Okay, so it will be 3 seconds. Okay, so here our exercise is getting over. Try to solve these sums 2-3 times in your notebook. Okay, and practice. Okay, thank you very much.